everybody, it's PZwasHere, and today we're going to talk about how to modify your perks on either your weapons or your traps. Now this is a really tough decision for me. I have a lot of guns that I really love, and you can see here there are a few that I've upgraded, that I've modified. If you ever hear anybody talk about, oh, that has God rules, that pretty much means they all have legendary perks. Now the tough part for me is trying to figure out which gun do I actually want to modify. This is going to be one of the ones, the Founder's Drumroll is one that I'm going to eventually upgrade here pretty soon. I'm going to evolve it. We'll talk about that maybe in another video. I do have my Nocturno. Not as impressed with my Nocturno. I know a lot of people may be going, what? But actually my Siegebreaker is beast mode compared to my Nocturno. And I know I do have legendary rules all on it, but still, it's just complete beast. I have been absolutely loving my Bobcat and my Hacksaw. So I think today we're going to go ahead and play a little bit with the Hacksaw. But first, I want to show you a few ways on how to earn your perks, because you're going to need those to actually change these on your weapon. Here we go.
Now, one of the easiest ways to get your perk ups is going to be through the loot store. Here we can find rare, and typically we can find uncommon. Make sure weekly to get into that loot store to grab those. You're going to need them, and don't forget your account resource, a little wrench perk ups as well. Now, another really easy place to get your perk ups are going to actually be in your missions. So take a look at the rewards. You'll find those here on the left-hand side. Here we have uncommon perk up. If I look at another mission, I didn't see anything. I'm looking around. Where are they? You know, you're going to have to look around. You're going to have to find them. You may even see them right there. We go a little extra bonus with a rare perk up. But if you look at your missions, obviously the higher the level you go, the better the perk ups are going to be. And one of my favorite places to get the perk ups, believe it or not, are actually going to be the Horde challenges. Here we can look at our weekly Horde challenge, legendary perk ups. I actually did one earlier today, got 150 legendary perk ups. But we can look around here. We're going to see we have some rare perk ups. We have epic and rare perk ups. Again, it's going to be dependent on the level. Search around, look, uncommon, rare perk ups, again, in the weekly Horde challenges. So give it a quick look. Make sure if you haven't done the Horde challenges, though, you build your fort and get it ready. But this is a great place to go ahead and cash in, get those perk ups that you need to build your weapons.
Okay, so to start off, we're going to take a look at my Vendor Tech Burster here, because you can see on the right-hand side the perks that are associated to this weapon. But I want to get a little bit closer look. So it's already highlighted. I'm going to go ahead and hit A. Then I'm going to make sure that the upgrade and inspect button or bar is actually highlighted. I am then going to go hit A to get into there. Now this is going to give me a little bit closer look. Here I can actually see the perks for this particular weapon. I can also use, in this case on my Xbox, I can use my right joystick, get over to crafting, see what it actually takes to build this weapon. If you're ever not sure what you need or where to find your ingredients, this game is amazing. Little side note here. We can see here quartz crystal, occasionally found in caves and mountains. We get to a little bit harder item, malachite ore, common in Canny Valley, rare and high in Plankerton, but that will be another video. Anyway, looking at the perks, what I want to do is I want to modify this element of energy. I want to make it a little bit stronger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit the X button on the bottom, or where it says upgrade. Now this case, because it already is a legendary weapon, I'm not going to be able to level it up anymore for the rarity. So I'm going to go ahead and hit X on modify perks. Now, in this particular case, this one particular perk, you cannot alter it any. In this case, all I can do is make it better. Now, if I go down a little bit more, if I look at the next perk where it says plus 68% crit damage, I can upgrade that crit damage, or you'll see right below that, on the right-hand side, it'll say replacement. This actually gives you an opportunity to actually adjust that particular perk. Now, they're not all the same. You want to look through these, take a look, and again, this is really going to be based on how you play, your style of play, what you like. Again, don't let anybody tell you, oh, you have to have this perk or you have to have that perk. That's a bunch of crap. Play how you like. If you're not big on crit damage, you're not good at headshots, then don't put those particular perks on there. So in this case, I could see if I wanted to upgrade my element of energy, I want to make it a little bit stronger, I just click A, and now it'll show me the modification cost. So remember those little white wrenches, those little wrenches I told you to get? Here I have 2,268. Don't worry, that is actually not a lot, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. I have 2,268 of those, and all I need is 45. Now, for the perk ups, there's that little green bug-looking computer chip, whatever you want to call it, the little perk up itself. I have 427. All I need is 100. So what that basically means is I could take 4 of these little white perks right there you see on the next little element energy, and I could take 4 different weapons or 4 different trap schematics, and I could take those from the white to the uncommon. In this case, we're going to go ahead and do that. So all I need to do is hit X and confirm. That was it. As easy as that. Now, if I wanted to upgrade that even further, I could hit A again, and it'll show me what the next requirements are. Now, what's really cool is it doesn't matter the level. All the perks will be the same. So to go from green to blue, right, from uncommon to rare, it'll take 150 of those perk ups, and it'll take 65. Now, what I want to do is typically I'm going to back out here, and I'm going to go look at some of my other weapons. I kind of have a thing where I try to make sure, okay, they're green. Do I have any of the really low class? Oh, and I do here on my bundle bus. Actually, I've been having a lot of fun with this weapon. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to click upgrade. I'm going to modify my perks. I'm going to click A, and yes, I want to confirm. Yay! Now that is increased the crit damage a little bit. Now, typically, I'm not a big fan of the crit damage. And here, this one actually has a lot of crit damage. So I may have to go back into this gun a little bit later, but right now it's only a 58. Me personally, I typically only modify my weapons or my traps right around at the 82 mark, or if I'm absolutely loving the 52. But like I said earlier, I love my hacksaw, I love my bobcat. So first I'm going to go ahead and click A, get into upgrade and inspect. I'm going to go ahead and click the X for upgrade again. Now you can see here I've already modified this gun a little bit. I've upgraded these to legendary status. I love the magazine size on this one. 175 rounds in the magazine of this one. Here's a great example of what I wanted to show you. So I've had this gun set as water. I actually may want to go to physical. Now I know my Bobcat's already physical, but by changing it to a physical perk, it's a little more well-rounded. Water is great if you're fighting fire elements. There are a lot of fire bosses here, but you know what? I do want that little extra damage and give me a good overall gun. I'll work on creating another gun later as water. Now, I can actually do a replacement on that particular element. I'm going to do that by clicking A. Now, instead of just going straight to the upgrade, I have enough. I could upgrade this from the rare to the epic. Wait, am I? Yes, I'm going to go ahead and change this to a physical gun. Oh my gosh, I know somebody lost their mind right now. Now, if I also wanted to change the fire rate, which eventually I am going to want to do, you can see here, I'm going to change this to damage eventually. I'm going to need 1,000 of those reperks, which are pretty easy to get, so I'm not too worried about that right now. Now I want to take the damage up a bit. So if I click on that physical damage that I just created, I can see here I have 678. All I need is 95 of those little reperk wrenches. I have enough of the epic reperk, so I'm going to go ahead and click X to confirm. And now I have a little bit more damage. And we'll go ahead and look at what the damage was before we started. One more thing I want to do is I want to upgrade this yet again. So I'm going to go ahead and click A, and yep, you got it. One more time, I'm going to click X to confirm, and now I upgraded this bad boy to the legendary perk. So now I have 3 legendary perks on my hacksaw. I have 1 epic. I'm eventually going to change this one to, oh my gosh, should I go magazine size or should I go damage? Oh, you know what, guys? Why don't you comment below, because a lot of you I give this gun to anyway. Comment below. What should I change this perk to? The 28% fire rate. This gun has an amazing clip in there already. Fire rate is cool, but I got my Bobcat if I want to do a lot of firing, if I need something fast. I'm really looking for power. Would you add to the magazine size or would you add to the damage? You guys comment below. Let me know what you want to do. Now, real quick while we're here, looking at these perks down here below, this one came native to the gun. Now, one thing I do want to point out is if you look down here, damage dealt with this weapon snares the target by 30% for 6 seconds. Now, I modified this perk a little while ago to do plus 45% damage to slow and snare target. I believe it was actually set to do damage to afflicted targets, but I'm like, wait a minute, if I'm already doing damage with a weapon that it's actually going to snare them, why don't I do extra damage to snare targets? So if I'm going to shoot them, it snares them, and then I'm going to do more damage the next time I fire on them. So this gun has become a little bit of beast mode again. Let me know in the comments down below, what would you guys like to see? Again, don't forget to comment on this fire rate. What should I change it to? Should I change it to damage? Should I change it to magazine size? Heck, should I leave it the same? Should I leave it at fire rate? You guys let me know. But hopefully this helps. And again, you can do this with your weapons, with your melee weapons. Again, you can do the same thing. You can even modify your traps. And real quick, you can see here, I've done this, my flame grill floor trap. I've actually modified that up a bit. My floor launcher, you can see I've put a lot of impact and knockback on this one, so it does some damage. My healing pad, I am going to work on increasing the healing amount across the board and the durability and the reload speed. And again, my wall dynamo. So you guys have a little bit of an idea. Hopefully this video was helpful. Please comment down below. Let me know what you guys would like to see, and I'll try to get right on it. Thanks, guys. See you soon.